Well, as you can see here, the indoor climbing wall has finally reached a point of almost completion, or I guess you could say a point of near completion. The holds are just kind of on there haphazardly at this point. There's no route set or anything like that. I just kind of randomly put them up there to kind of get a feel for the wall and see exactly what lines I'm actually going to end up making here at some point. So there you can see the holds on the wall. Wall's all painted up, and it's almost done. Here you can see behind the wall the storage space I've talked about in previous videos. And I'm going to do a little bit more work back here to see exactly how I want the gear sorted out, and I'm sure that's going to change over time as well. So there we go. Again, that's about ceiling's about 12 foot high. It's about a 30-degree pitch, and it started approximately a foot off the ground there with that angle. You can see the various types of holds as displayed in the very first video of this series. And at the end of this video, I'll be showing you the hardware that I used to mount those, so you'll know exactly what you're going to need to get if you want to do a setup like this yourself. So again, that's almost complete, and let's keep on moving. Okay, at this point you can see the wall is completely finished as far as I'm concerned for right now. You can see the little addition I put there next to the window and above the window. After messing with the wall a little bit, I found those holes to be very helpful. So went ahead and made those additions. Not a big deal at all. Had plenty of holes to cover those spaces. And that's going to be the finished project right there. Let's take a look behind the wall. Okay, you can see where I got the gear all set up back here now. I put some different types of hooks up. And as you can see, there's plenty of storage space back here for the crash pad as well that I'll be using with this setup. So again, it's nice to have a lot of storage space back here. That way I can do different things. And again, this space will develop over time. You can see I got enough room for the slack line back here, as demonstrated in one of our other videos. And there's one of the old harnesses that I use from time to time. And let's take a look at the wall with everything set up now. Okay, there you see we've got the Mad Rock crash pad right there, and that's what the finished wall looks like. Here's that little addition, the little bottom addition there by the window. Gives you kind of a little bit of a corner angle to work with. Since I didn't have any space to put any plywood on this section, I just screwed a old piece of tapered wood into a stud there. Kind of use that as a makeshift foothold if I need to. And above the window there, working on that same angle, I've got space for 3 different holds, but I've just got one up there for right now. And lastly, let's step back and look at the whole wall in its completed state with the crash pad in place. Depending upon your design space you have, your mileage may vary out of the supplies I used here. 3/4 inch plywood, some studs, some holds I got a hold of, and some hardware. So let's take a look at the hardware now so you'll know exactly what to buy should you embark on this project. These are the socket head screws that I used. I got these from lexarindustrial.com. They had the best price online. They were perfect for what I was using here. Plenty of them in the pack. And all of the T-nuts that I used came from Escape Climbing Wall Supply. So I'd like to thank the fine folks there. Again, the best price online that I found for those, so you can look them up and do a search yourself on those. If this video was helpful to you, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up like.